Well, welcome everybody. I am Wendy, for those of you that don't know me. And tonight is the winter solstice. And we're going to do a slow flow, very calming, relaxing yoga practice coming right up. So settle in, grab your yoga mat, your blocks, pillows, get comfortable. And I posted a little bit of information about risks that you're assuming. Of course, you can hurt yourself with absolutely anything. So do what you can tonight. Skip what you don't like. That's okay too. And say hello, right? I see some familiar names there. So say hello if you're joining in. And yeah, the shortest, darkest day of the year. So I thought, why not start our winter season with a nice relaxing yoga practice, and you don't have to have any experience. So settle in, find a comfortable position. Maybe you're seated, propped up on something, you have your pillows, everything nearby. And just relax your arms right on your knees. Let's take a few minutes here to settle. Close your eyes maybe. Just close your eyes. Maybe it's been a busy week. Let's think about your posture. Think about your posture. So it isn't super stiff or not slouchy. We're in between. I'm trying to relax through our forehead, our face, our jaw, the shoulders. And notice your own breath. Just close your eyes. Big part of yoga is breath awareness, isn't it? Big inhales, longer exhales. And think through every movement, every pose, transition. How's my breathing? So take one more breath in. Full belly breath in, out if you can, through your nose. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. And just get tall here. And maybe there's a goal for tonight or an intention, or it's just, honoring that winter solstice. So I'm going to start to nod my chin towards my throat. Kind of look down right at your hands. And then look over to one elbow. I'm trying to open up the back of our necks. Then I switch sides. I go to the other elbow. And just continue breathing here. A nice stretch at the back of our necks, the side of our necks. I come back to the center. I lift my chin. Let's take a big inhale. Reach up to the sky. Really get long, lift your ribs. Maybe even look up and then exhale. Those arms float down, all the way down by your side. Let's start to shrug. Lift and lower those arms. Create that little scarf of muscles right at the base of your neck. Squeeze and release. Breathing in. Just honoring where you are tonight, whatever you're bringing to the practice, to your mat. It's been a challenging year. So what a great way, right, to move into the final weeks, final days of 2020. So from here, let's again take a big inhale, reach up to the sky, get long, and exhale through to your heart center, dropping again, that chin towards your throat. Breathing, I look to one side again. Rotate across to the other side. And I come back, center. I lift that chin and take a big inhale, everybody. Reach up. Again, look up. Exhale it out. Let those arms release out the sides. And now let's start to roll it to the back. So pick up your arm. Pick it up like you're in your, in your pool, if you have a pool. And you're doing, the backstroke. Pick up the arm roll. Move your ribs a little bit. That's it. Let's try one more. Big inhale, big exhale, and then arms sweep back up and come right down through the heart center into our namaste. Lift the chest. Now lift your elbows. So this is what we call high namaste. Elbows up. Breathing in. I could stay here or slip one elbow into the other elbow crease and come into eagle arms. Nudge the chest up, breathe in. And then I simply switch sides. Other elbow in. Or I can stay at the heart, or high namaste, or here, eagle arms. And then those arms are going to go all the way out to the sides now. All the way out to the side. I let them fall down. And now let's come into side bend. I'm going through all the movements of the spine. And that's the beauty of yoga, right? It's keeping the spine healthy. So move sideways, open, top of your pelvis, all the way up. Now you could stay here. And I'm going to add that arm. So lift that arm up, open. Open the side body. I can rotate. Again, it's your pace. Your pace. Go by feel. That's what I usually do in yoga, right? I go by feel. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's try one more each side. Scoop up, over. Breathe in, breathe out. Man, anybody can do this tonight, okay? Anybody. I can look up, I can look down. And then I'm going to start to change my leg arrangement. I'm going to bring one leg in front. If this works for you, one leg bent, and I'm going to twist towards that bent knee. Kind of hug it in. Look over the shoulder. Just turn your ribs enough that you feel something. Breathing in, breathing out. I unwind and I simply do a switch. I thread that leg under, get onto those sit bones, lengthen through the torso, and look over the shoulder. Again, breathe here, a little hug of that knee. And then I unwind. I'm bringing both legs out now. Find your distance. Maybe you stay propped up on your prop. And let's try that again. Another rotation. Again, breath in. Nice smooth twist from side to side. I come back center. I'm going to draw my legs in and scoot right underneath. Anchor, right? Grab your own wrists and lengthen right up. And pause here. Big yogic breath in, out. Just being present in the now. Pause here tonight for my well-being, my health, right? My mental well-being. Take one more breath, everybody. One more full yogic breath in and out your body. And then I am going to come off my prop. And so I'm going to bring my legs all the way out wide. So find your width. Let's see what works for you. All right, go out wide onto my sit bones. And then I just walk forward. So walk towards me. I could pull up on my toesies if I wanted to. And I let the elbows drop. If I have a prop, some of you have yoga bolsters. Could I not take that right under my elbows? Just pause here. Let your pelvis kind of tilt forward, right? It's rolling right over your leg bones. Take another breath in, breath out. And we might be feeling something, right? In the groin, the hamstrings. You can shift side to side like I'm doing. And again, where's the breath? Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Then I come all the way up. So I'm going to bring my legs into that 90-90. And some of you know this shape. What if it's not agreeable? I keep my legs out long. I could still bring my prop in if I needed it. So you've got this 90-90 here. Lengthen. It could feel weird in the hip, I know. So let's add another twist. Look over the shoulder. Doesn't matter what way you go. We're going to go both ways. And then I rotate to the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. I unwind and I'm coming forward again. I'm all the way forward. And jump in. You know, you can always rewind me, I think. So I'm in sort of the modified pigeon. Some of you know it. And I'm shifting side to side. I breathe in. I'm going to walk all the way up, bring my arms behind me, and open my chest. I call these arch backs. So imagine a string pulling up from your breastbone. Look up. Big inhale, exhale. I simply switch sides. I bring that leg in. I create lots of space behind the knees. I get organized, or my legs are out long. I might do a little rotation in my hips. Because we often don't sit this way, do we? So twist to one side again. Breathe in, turn your ribs. And then rotate the other way. Big breath in. And I unwind again. I draw my prop in or I go right to the floor. I shift forward. And I can use my elbows, right? Prop them up on my prop. And maybe I go side to side. I like moving. And then I feel a little bit more here. Breathe in, breathe out. Now some of us will lower our head completely, right? Completely onto the floor or your pillow or your block. Take one more breath, everybody. One more breath. I rise up, I bring those arms to the back again. I lift the chest. And I puff out the chest, draw your shoulder blades together. And then from here, let's bring the soles of our feet together. So another one we see quite a bit in yoga. I could be propped up. So make your foot sandwich. And get as comfortable as you can. I could anchor onto my feet and lean forward. Breathe in, breathe out. I could still have my legs out wide. I can nod the chin, look right at the floor. Big inhales, longer exhales. Maybe we feel that, you know, in our hips, our groin. Let's take one more full breath in. I don't hook on to any of the sensations, right? In yoga, I just become a noticer, a gentle noticer. And let's rise all the way back up. I take those legs back together. I go underneath, just like we did earlier. I ground my feet, I lift my chest. And I squeeze my knees together, firm my abdominals a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. So let's extend those legs all the way out long. I'm going to go to the length of my yoga mat now. So extend them out, maybe not as wide, maybe hip distance. Pull up on your toes and let's walk forward. I could hook onto those feet, maybe. Remember, I have long arms, and so I can reach. And then I just pause here. I pull up on the toes. I want to feel the back side of my body, my low back, my hamstrings. On those exhales, I see if I can go a little further, maybe. Inhaling, exhaling through your nose. Letting that pelvis roll through. Kind of pulling our chin in, looking right between our knees. Now, let's take it right to the back side. Bend your knees, another arch back. I bend both of my legs, out wide, fingertips, and then open your chest. Really puffing out your chest like you're on your belly doing cobra. Lift. And then I slowly let the breastbone drop. I try that again, legs out long. Choose your width. Onto the sit bones. Pull up on your toes and seated forward bend. And big belly breath in, out. I see if I can go a little further, but being mindful. Let me feel that, maybe all the way through the back side of the body. Let's go to that back again. Reach your arms behind you, bend your right leg, bend your left leg. You might look up, you might not. Puff out your chest. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. So from here, let's swing our legs around. Let's come to child's pose. So if you have a pillow, like I do right here, I could put it right underneath my forehead. Or just stack your hands. So choose your child's pose. I could have something under my knees, wide or narrow. Pause here. Maybe it's nice and quiet at your place, but maybe it isn't. And that's okay too, right? Not every situation is going to be ideal for yoga. Just breathe in, let your elbows bend, relax your whole body. Breathe in, out through your nose. Take one more breath. Yeah, child's pose, and I can come to that whenever I want. So I rise all the way back up onto all fours. And let's come to cat-cows. Flex, extend your spine. Inhale, I look forward. And then exhale, push away, push away. I like doing this one on my fists. Inhale, I look ahead. Exhale, open, open, tense your abdominals. Pull your ribs in. And let your head go too. Inhale, forward. Try a few more rounds, right? Nice and smooth. In and out of your cat. And your cat curl. I take one more breath maybe and go back to child's pose. I go right back to Balasana, right? Now it could be also high child's pose. Where my hips are up high. Breathe in, breathe out. That's a nice release for your hips. So take one more breath in whatever child's pose you're doing. Inhale, exhale. Or coming in to thread the needle. Some of you know this, but if you don't, no worries. So I bring the legs out wide, I take that arm and I go underneath, like you're threading a needle, if you do that. I drag that hand in close and I twist. I'm looking up at that top elbow. I feel a little tug between my shoulder blades. Hips up high, pushing away. It is active with this top arm. Full belly breath in, out, and then I unthread the needle and I switch sides. So same thing, bring that arm underneath. Now that arm might not lay flush, and that's okay. So switching sides, thread the needle on the other side. Big inhales, hips up high, full breath in. Remember, active, twisting, pushing away. Breathing in, are you breathing? Big belly breath in, out. Through your nose, feel some tug between your shoulder blades, and then unthread the needle when you're ready. And I come back to child's pose. Any variation. I'm going to bring my hands right to my neck. Let's take another inhale, exhale, and let's start to make our way onto our bellies. So make sure you have some room, and lie down on your belly. Could have a pillow here, or just make a pillow. Get as comfortable as you can in your space. And I could rock my hips from side to side. Breathe in, breathe out. I could kick up my legs, so some of you know this, windshield wiper legs. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Just stay with the breath, the body. Even if your mind tends to want to tug you somewhere else, that's the challenge. So let's come back center. Let's bring those legs all the way out long. I make a little pillow here. I bring my legs close together and let's float one leg up. So this one is half locust. And some of you know this one. And I exhale and switch sides, press your pelvis into the floor, lift the other leg up. Breathe in. You can bend your knees if you like. Let's try one more. Shalabhasana, half locust. Float the leg up. Just feel the backside of your body working. Breathe in, breathe out. I switch. One more time. Long enough that you feel something, right? Through the backside, your glutes, your hamstrings, and then I slowly let that release. I take that pause. I could look the other way. I'm going to look towards you so you can hear me. But you could look the other way. And I could kick up my legs, go wide with my legs, and do the other windshield wipers. Heels out, heels in. Again, breath in. Breath out. That's great for hips. And then right leg goes out long, left leg lengthen. I draw my elbows under my shoulders. So we're coming into our cobra. So I'm going to stick with the modified cobra tonight. Elbows pressing, right? The wrists are free. Pull that chest forward. You know, serpent pose, bhujanga, serpent. Lift the chest. Push through your elbows. Press your pelvis into the floor. Now, I don't always have to look ahead. I like to release my neck sometimes in this, so you could too. I feel the back of my neck. I can go palm up. I can release my wrists. And then I slowly come all the way out. So I'm going to come onto my side now. So imagine you're in your bed. So you're going to bring your top leg over. So if I have my pillow, I bring it underneath, or maybe you do what I do. I'm just going to use my bottom arm and just rest your top arm here. I could have my legs together. And just breathe in, breathe out. Get heavy in your body. And follow the belly breath, deep abdominal breathing in yoga, which is more calming for our brains, our bodies. Remember, I could also just lie down with both of my legs stacked like this. I take one more big belly breath in, out. And I'm going to roll right back onto my belly. Who wants to stay there? So I'm going to roll right back onto my belly. Let's pause a couple breaths again. Inhaling, full exhales. You get a good sense of your breathing because your belly is pushed right into the floor. So take one more breath there. One more breath. It's expanding in and out. And then push yourself all the way back into child's pose. Again, I could have my prop. So join me back here. Join me back here. Any variation. Legs wide, legs narrow. I like my legs wide, and then I can feel my belly expand and relax. And it is a pose that should be pretty passive, right? It's that letting go. So can you let go right now? Let go. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath, everybody. I'm going to rise back up onto all fours. Do a little bit on my knees. I could put something under my knees if I wanted to. So some of you know this one as bird dog. Any variation. I extend one leg out long and float it up. I could lift that opposite arm out. Breathe in and then pull in, knee to nose. And then extend. And maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. Pull it in. flex, extend. I push the floor away. And then I go back to child's pose, maybe. I reach to my toes. And then let's switch sides. So spread the fingers out wide, extend the other leg out long, float it up. Push strongly through those arms. I could lift the opposite arm. And then same here, flex, cat curl. Extend. Breathing, flex, pull the knee in towards the nose. Pull up on your toes, extend. It's nice and smooth. And then I go back to my child's pose, and I'm doing the one where I reach towards my baby toes. So you call it the rabbit. And again, I might move around. Breathe in, breathe out. That's it. I love child's pose. Take one more breath in your child's pose. Excellent. And then I'm going to bring my legs out, all the way out, but to the side. So I'm going to show you. You don't have to move side, but just so you can see my leg arrangement. So legs off. If this isn't working, I bring my legs out long. Rotate. Get another twist in. Just breathe here. Doesn't matter what way you go, we're going both ways. Turn. Let's try one more. My legs could be out long. Oh, my legs could be wide. It doesn't matter. It's about the spine. Inhaling, exhaling. Another variation of twist. And then I simply switch. So I just do a little switcheroo. Again, this could be in tight like me, or it could be a little wider. But you're literally shifted onto one hip and then rotate around. Doesn't matter what way. Breathe in. Breathe out. I turn those ribs and then I go the other way. Again, breath awareness. Breath awareness. Let's try one more each side. Breathing. Just observing. And then from here, extend your legs all the way out long. All the way out long. Yeah. And give the legs a little shake. And kind of like you're pedaling. Yeah, you're pedaling. Let your legs roll in and out. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're going to make our way onto our back. So this is where you might bring your pillow in. Yeah? So I'm going to take my pillow and bring it under my head. Whatever you have. If you have a bolster, bring that bolster right under your knees. So I lie down, pull my pillow in, get as comfy as I can. This is the back end of my living room, which is now my studio, right? So I'm going to take my heels out and let my knees fall in and relax my hands right on my belly. And maybe you close your eyes and just notice that belly rising and falling. And nice and smooth, steady breath in and out through your nose. Keeping the chest somewhat quiet. It's that state of super awareness that we want. We don't want you to fall asleep, not yet. So I'm going to start to bring my feet in. Well, you could if you want, right? And prepare for bridge. So think of the heels, wherever's comfortable for you. You can keep the pillow there, but I'm going to take it, bring it right between my knees. And let's float our hips up to the sky. Keep the first one nice and static, so I can release my arms wherever I want. Figure out where your feet feel best. Push through my big toes, my pinky toe, my heels. Now this is a working bridge, right? Back side of my body. I could add the arms, couldn't I? Bridge with arms. I could go across the chest. And then I slowly come out. I'm going to take my prop, set it aside. And then let's make that dynamic. Lift and lower. Play here any way you want. Lift your arms up. And then exhale. So just like cat curl, it's your own pace, isn't it? I could stay here, shift a little side to side, have a little fun. Exhale it. Let's try one more. Hips up to the sky. Breathe and in. No arms anywhere. And then exhale. I lower down. All the way back down. I hug my right knee in towards my chest. Now, if you do have a yoga strap, you could use it for the next one, hand to big toe pose. So I'm going to go without, because not everybody has it. So if you have your strap, grab your strap, bring it around your foot, or follow me. Extend that leg up. Just soften your knee. Just walk up. Now, this is why it's called hand to big toe pose. Padang Gushtasan. It's your padas and your hastas. And this is where I have, for me, unless I had a strap, I have a free hand and I go behind and push. Keep my pelvis down and I go to that intelligent edge. All right, feel it. There's no trembling. I close my eyes. I breathe in. I breathe out. And if I need to come out before I cue, of course, you do whatever you want tonight. So switching sides, if you have your yoga strap, open it out wide and switch feet. Or if you're with me, we hug the other leg in. Just let that femur bone slip into the hip joint and then extend from your knees and see what's available. And I could have that pillow under my head. Some people's heads fall back. And then they're like this, and it doesn't feel good. So I'm going to hook on to that big toe, maybe. Bring the other hand underneath. This leg could go out long. Just draw that leg in towards your chest. Breathe. Sometimes we end up holding our breath. That's why you hear me cueing the breath a lot. Breathe in, breathe out. Heavy pelvis. Just enough that you feel it. Then I take that strap off. If I'm using it, I set it aside. Let's hug both of our knees into the chest. Maybe a little rocking. And then I reach, I'm going to grab my ankles. Grab your ankles. Let your legs fall out like we did earlier in bound angle. And I can do whatever I feel like. Point your toes. Flatten your whole spine. Breathe in. Now I could stay here, but I'm going to go right to the floor. Let your legs draw out. Soles of your feet together. So it's just like the seated bound angle, Bandha Konasana. And I like to bring my hands right to my hip points. And close my eyes. And again, just follow your breath. Follow your breath in, out, through your nose. I can do some rotations with my head if I like. And I draw those legs all the way back center. And let's come into that pigeon. So, draw that right leg over your left. And I could definitely stay here. So some of you come to my yoga classes, so you know. Draw your knee in towards your belly button and away. If I have a strap, I could hook it under the other thigh. I'm just going to lift and lower. So I'm not quite committing into the full pigeon. Not yet. So this one now I'm going to hold. Are you? So where do you hold? Anywhere. Maybe you go right underneath. Let that leg flop. Hug the knee in. Breathe in, breathe out. A little shifting. Inhaling, exhaling. Little circles, right? We want to get deep into those hip rotators. And then I come out. And I hug my knees into my chest. And let's switch side. Bring the other leg across. Kind of a 90-90. And swing that leg in and out. So think mobility. Heavy, heavy through my whole body, relaxing. Stay here or float and lift. You decide, do you hold now? Anywhere, foot, knee, underneath. Keeping my head down. And again, breath. Make little circles. This side might feel different. That's okay. I need to come out of this. I simply come out. And then eventually I uncross, I hug both of my knees in. I'm going to bring my legs to the mat now. And let's come to reclining twist. You might have more space than I do. So drop your legs to one side. Push your pelvis forward like a string, pulling you. Roll across and go the other way. I've got my wall in my way, right? I'll scoot over. So drop those legs to one side. Arms can be anywhere. Roll across. Push your pelvis. Make it active. Breathe. So try a few more there, folks. That one we call a reclining twist. So the legs dropping side to side, wide or narrow. And the arms anywhere, across my chest, out like a T. And now hold to one side. Yeah, hold to one side. Just melt right into the floor. Big belly breath in, out, like there's no care in the world. You don't have to do anything or talk. Just here. You, your breath, your body. And then make your way to the other side. So roll across your sacrum and go to the other side. I'll just coach you. That's because I don't have room. So drop those legs to the other side. Open the chest. Close your eyes. Relax your whole body. Let it go. Breathe in. Big inhales, longer exhales. Just giving your body, your mind, that sort of little message that you're going to start to wind things down shortly. Take one more breath, folks. One more big breath in, out. And then the next one is legs up pose. So I have a wall. I could turn around and put my legs right up my wall. So you could do that. Or if you have a prop like I do, a yoga block, a heavier pillow. So where are we putting it if you're new? You're going to put it under your sacrum, not your lower back. The way to get into it is in bridge, slide it under and then lift up. I'm going to draw, I could have my pillow, draw my knees in. So think under your sacrum, or put your legs up on your wall. Extend your legs up. So if you have no prop and you're not against the wall, it's not as comfortable. And it's not as releasing. There's no effort here in your legs. Just point and flex your feet. I could hold on to my prop, my block. A good restorative one, right? So let your legs relax, your feet, your toes. Rotate your head. Good for our circulation, right? We're on our feet. It's the safest inversion in yoga. Then I'm going to come into shoelace pose. I'm going to cross at my ankles and grab my toes. Maybe. Breathe in, breathe out. Then I uncross, I switch other leg. I grab the toes if I can reach. Breathe in, out. Extending right back up, give your legs a little shake. And the arms. And then I'm going to come out, release my legs. I could pause here. This is called supported bridge. There's something underneath my sacrum. Belly breath in, out. Just close your eyes. And then if you're with me, I'm going to now take my prop out. Send your prop along to the side. We're coming to our final relaxation. So extend the legs all the way out long. If you're new to yoga, this is called Shavasana. And I could really lay any way I want, on my belly, on my side. So I'll get you started and then I'm going to coach you. So let your arms flop out, legs out. Comfortable, maybe that pillow's underneath your head. And just let every single part of you relax. And the whole body. Just let your floor, wherever you are in your space, let your floor take your weight. I turn the light off. So relax your whole body. Just listen to my voice. Relax your face, especially the jawbone. So your jaw is apart, but your lips are closed. Breathe. Maybe there's hands on your belly. You decide. Big inhale. Longer exhales. And it can be a vocal exhalation. Where you take a big belly breath in and then get heavy. Arms, legs, your chest, right into your hips, your pelvis. And follow your breath. And just turn inward to your breathing, to this moment. December 21st, our shortest day of the year, the darkest day. Another big belly breath in. Let it out. Exhale it. So I'm going to release tension here, anxiety. I'm going to be grateful for what I do have and what did happen this year. And be hopeful for 2021. So take one more breath in, your Shavasana. Remember, you can definitely just stay there. If you think, you know what, I am not moving, you can stay there. Or wiggle around, move whatever you like, reawaken your body. And come right up to sit where we started if you were here from the beginning. Just make my way up, I prop myself up. I bring my hands to my heart center. I nod that chin a little bit. Think of this as meditation, awareness. And whatever you hear right now, you smell, you see, unless your eyes are closed. Even we're moving into January, February. They say that this is the first day of winter, but maybe not, right? We can look forward to brighter days, right? Warmer days ahead. Let's close our practice. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed our winter solstice yoga. Namaste. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace to you. And have a wonderful holiday, everybody. And hopefully I get to see some of you virtually or in person in 2021, a new decade. So any questions, comments, feel free, and have a good evening, everybody.